Aaron Shildkrout, you're the CEO and co-founder of How About We. Thanks so much for your time. I appreciate your time, and I think this is our second interview now.
Yeah, thanks for having me again.
Whenever I see news about How About We, it's interesting. You're acquiring Nerve, you're working with AARP, you're doing some interesting things with couples. I mean, I must say, there's a couple of companies in the industry that have done a very good job with innovation, and How About We is a standout, I think, for thinking different. You were just quoted in an interview as saying that How About We is all about getting offline. Tell us more about that. That fascinates me.
I mean, that's always been kind of the fundamental ethos of How About We. We started off as an innovative dating company that we dubbed the offline dating site. The whole idea was to change the pattern of online dating so that rather than it being about endless profile browsing, winking, poking, and just messaging online without any actual offline experience. We wanted to flip that script and make online dating all about meeting up in the real world, having real experiences, discovering your city, encountering new people, feeling chemistry in the real world. Even when we created How About We for Couples, the core idea was make date night happen. Eliminate kind of the endless pattern of going to the same places or staying in, and try to help couples find amazing new experiences in their city. The studies show that if you repeatedly surprise each other and have new experiences together as a couple, you're something like 300% more likely to report yourselves as genuinely happy in your relationship. And I think that for singles, going on dates, doing fun things on first dates makes first dates much more exciting and successful. And, that's just always what we've been about.
I'm shocked that Delightful closed down after 3 months. What's your thoughts on what happened with Delightful?
This is a nascent space. It's a huge space. Couples spend hundreds of billions of dollars every year on out-of-home experiences. They make a very large percentage of household spending choices together. And nothing on the internet has really yet met their needs. So I think it's a huge opportunity, but I don't think it's easy. And I think there will be, there are a bunch of companies that have started that have sort of gotten it right in terms of direction, but not necessarily in terms of execution. And the big winners are yet to be determined. So it's not surprising to me that there's some haltering kind of early steps. It's a very new market area, and I'm excited to see how it evolves.
Is it really more about the relationship than the money? You're maintaining the relationship with people that you've been successful with, rather than losing them to the wind.
I don't actually think that the couple space is interesting because of the solution to churn that it provides. That is interesting for the dating space. But to put this in perspective, I think the couple space is going to be 20x bigger than the dating space ever will be. Dating is a small industry. It's $2-3 billion. In aggregate, compared to other industries, it's actually extremely tiny, which, given that love is probably the most important sort of emotional force and driving yearning in our lives, is actually quite striking. Still, I think that the opportunity around couples massively dwarfs the opportunity around dating, which is why a lot of our resources have gone into focusing in that area as opposed to dating. We still are bullish on dating. I think there's a ton of innovation to have there. I think that building the best-in-class mobile products that involve a sort of serious effort to help people find love, as opposed to sort of just a more lightweight, gamey effort, is a big, big opportunity. But it's nothing like couples. Couples are just a massive untapped market.
And talking about content, how's the acquisition of Nerve.com working out? How's the relationship there working out?
We have a significantly sized and very skilled editorial team that's now building content and publishing content for Nerve.com, Swimmingly.com, which is focused on relationships, Famously.com, which is focused on celebrity relationships, and The Date Report, which was our original blog. So it's going really well, and I'm very bullish on the opportunity around couples content. Nobody's really created a network for content around love, and that's what we're building.
So let's talk about mobile. I hear that Zeus revenues are approaching 50-50 from mobile at this stage. How does that compare with How About We, might I ask? Well, the views, I'm sure, are above that, but the revenues for you as well.
Views are higher,
Yeah.
but revenue is trailing only slightly, and we're seeing those two lines converge. Mobile is our most important channel by far, and we're seeing the most engagement there. And I think that trend will only continue. It's just so obviously how people are accessing the internet, how they are searching for love, how they're finding it, how they're keeping it. And Zeus numbers don't surprise me. They are very much parallel to ours.
And how do you deal with location within your apps? And what's your vision for dealing with location in the future?
For singles who are using our dating apps, we want to provide extremely relevant information based on where you are. So things like, here are 6 places near you that make really awesome date spots. Post these as suggestions on How About We. Or here are 10 dates in this area that other people have suggested based on the location of the date idea and the recent activity of the user. I'm much more interested in the idea that if I hang out in Park Slope a lot, or Williamsburg, or the Lower East Side in New York, which is where we're located, that says a lot about who I am, what kind of places I want to go, and that I should connect with other people who want to date in those places as at least one factor in the kind of core algorithm that drives who we help you meet. So that's on the dating side. On the couple side, the opportunities are very different. Suggestions about places to go out, suggestions about places to add on to what you're already doing. Here's an after dinner bar that you guys would really like, that's romantic, and also we arranged a special for 2 cocktail experience. And then with our new app, You and Me, which is really having an awesome early start, I think one of our next releases will include a major location feature that basically lets you, in an elegant, beautiful, for couples way, track your adventures together.
It seems like you're bringing together some pieces of the pie that would serve a higher service level. Less time invested, but more help, getting to the date quicker, a la Matchmaker. Is this an area that you believe in, that you think?
Very much. I think that there is a large market opportunity around a matchmaking service that is facilitated by the internet. People want, particularly people who are the buyers of luxury goods, want a carefully crafted, curated, personalized concierge service level experience for finding love. And I think there's an opportunity there. I don't think there are that many humans that are in that class, but I think that they are willing to spend a lot of money on it, and that a great experience could be provided much better than the current matchmaking experiences that are out there. So I think without a doubt that somebody will make that business in the next 3 years.
How about wearables? Do you have a wearable game plan? Do you have a vision for where How About We will be in 3 years' time on wearable computers?
It's very hard to figure out dating and wearables in a way that isn't weird. So we would never want to do anything that didn't feel natural, that didn't feel just supportive of people's natural inclinations about how they want to connect, how they feel comfortable connecting. And I think finding the user experiences in the space of wearables that really will work is in the dating space is tricky. In the couple space, it's much easier. We actually already have a prototype for You and Me on Google Glass. We are thinking deeply about wearables from a couple space perspective, and I think there's a great opportunity there. It's much more obvious.
Aaron Shildkrout, you're the co-founder and co-CEO of How About We. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, it's great to be here. Thank you so much.